waiting for the inevitable. It's been a disaster. It has to end. He says it has to end quickly as well. Jamie, I know you agree with that.
Yeah, look, I feel like a broken record, and you know, Jamie's right. It really is a disaster. It's been a complete nightmare for Man United, and you know, ever since he's come in, I've not seen any type of improvement. And you could argue last season it wasn't his team, and he come in and he didn't really want the job until this season. But I cannot believe how bad they've been and how stubborn he has been as a manager. Like, I get it. At Sporting, he done really well. He played a system. He had the players that worked. But, you know, you come into Man United, you come into the Premier League, it is a completely different ball game. And I just think he's out of his depth. He's out of his depth. It was too big of a step for him. It's too big of a job. And he's crumbled. And, you know, when I watch him, the formation, I just don't get it. He hasn't got it for the players, the midfield. He's got no legs. You're trying to play Bruno in there, it don't work. But just the way he is as a manager as well is so emotional. You know, he can't watch penalties. You know, he sits in the dugout, he hides. You know, he stands on the side of the pitch, and I'm not convinced that he really knows what he's doing. It's been such a poor appointment for Man United. And the quicker they get rid of him, the quicker they're going to get better. Because I don't actually believe that Man United are that bad. I think they've got some good players. But the formation they're playing does not suit any of the players that want to play in that formation.
Our poll today on the Sky Sports News X page is, should Amorim get more time at Manchester United? And 67% are saying no, he shouldn't get more time, with 33% saying yes, he does need more time, as you can see there. But last night, Duncan Ferguson, it was only joking when he said that anyone saying yes to that question is probably a Liverpool fan.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
That was obviously a joke, but are you... There's more saying no than we did this poll last week, but they've just beaten Chelsea this time. They've just lost against Brentford.
Yeah.
But we've done polls like this with other managers where the no percentage has been much higher than that. So Amorim does have some backing. Well, he's got a third.
Yeah, but look, I think there's Man United fans out there who are sick and tired of seeing, you know, the change of managers, and it's just a rotation of, you know, the same old thing. Players come in and they're not good.
It's excuses for the manager, though. There's always an excuse. Yes, he didn't want the job immediately. He wanted to take to the summer. It's the people above him who are the problem.
Yeah.
The recruitment's been poor. We don't know how much part of that he's had. Are they excuses or genuine reasons?
I think there's genuine reasons in certain things, you know, like player recruitment, you know, the players there, the mentality at Manchester United. I don't think it's just Ruben Amorim's problem. I think there is a culture at Man United which has rotted that football club from the inside, and they cannot get rid of it. No matter who they bring in, they are struggling.
What if it's someone who's been in it when the culture's been good? Like... I said Carrick before. The people who've been there, all right? People who've been there, who understand how the culture was, they'll understand how the culture
No, but you can't keep living
even if it's not as manager.
No, I know.
In some way, can you get them in there?
Oh, 100%. Michael Carrick, Kieran McKenna, he come through. Roy Keane. I mean, like, I'm amazed that no one has phoned Roy Keane and said, can you come in at Man United and be part of what we're doing here? Because he is... arguably Man United's greatest captain. Like, he is a leader. He's unbelievable. When you watch him, he's ferocious. You know, you listen to him when he walks into a dressing room. You're gonna listen. You know, he's gonna lead by example. He's not gonna allow poor standards. I cannot believe that Manchester United have not phoned Roy Keane and said, maybe he can't be the manager, right? Maybe because he's maybe too hot-headed. I don't know, but you know, they want someone in with, you know, maybe a bit more tactical now, so whatever. How Roy Keane isn't in at that football club, in that dressing room, in there every day, in the training ground, telling them this is the standard, this is what's Man United, this is what we've built, this is how we do it. I cannot believe they've not done something like that. You're getting all these weak managers, all these weak mentality people in there, and I look at it and go, Man United, this is Manchester United. You're getting beat by Brentford at the weekend, 3-1. And it's not even a surprise. I cannot believe how far they've fallen. I cannot believe how bad the standards have got. And people just accepting it. Like, just accepting being bang average. It's Manchester United, the biggest club in the world, alongside Real Madrid. And they're terrible. Like, beyond terrible. Every time I watch them, I'm like, this can't continue. This cannot continue. What is going on? How is this allowed to happen? For me, they should be getting him. Roy, I'm sorry, I know he works for Sky and he's brilliant and I love him, but he needs to be at Man United. He needs to be in that dressing room saying this is the standard of this football club, and if you ain't going to be part of this standard, you're gone, out the door. This is the mentality we're having from day one when I come in here. Ruben Amorim's come in and he's binned off Rashford, he's binned off Garnacho, I'm trying to change the culture. He can't even watch penalties. Don't tell me he can change the culture of a football club. He can't even watch them take penalties against Grimsby. He's not the guy.
Roy Keane's last few jobs have been as an assistant manager. When you say he couldn't be manager, he could come in that role, of course.